Hey, everybody. We just want to do a quick Coil update. So we have a new, more convenient way to listen. It's still going to be on the Hard Times homepage every Tuesday, but you can also go to cowardhour.com, click through. We now have a page on Coil where you can listen, and because it's on Coil's website, you don't have to worry about what browser you're using, what extension. Yeah, and on there, on the Libsyn player, you can get the RSS feed. I will say, if you decide to start listening to it that way, please, we'd appreciate it a lot if you made sure that you used our referral code so that the money goes to us, because otherwise it's tied to what Coil content you look at in your browser. And
if you don't look at any?
Yeah, we honestly don't know what happens. We have no fucking idea. Look, we love Coil, we love our parent company, but there's a lot that we're in the dark on here, so...
and the other thing I want to say is I will be I'm trying to get the Reddit up and running because we got like a few people in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start posting episodes and bonus episodes the day they go up in there. You might need to make me a moderator though.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm Lil Nicky Oldershaw.
That was you. I thought for sure that was like someone from the Discord.
Oh, that's me. And I'll be posting the bonus episodes in the Discord too. We have a section for them now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to find them, they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd love the Reddit. Somebody posted, somebody found the exact yellow Cookie Monster ecstasy pill that I was talking about however many episodes ago. And, it brought a tear to my eye.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's start the show.
Nice.
Nick, I'm going to come in hot here.
Please.
I think my dick is back.
I don't think so, Brendan.
Maybe.
Well, I guess I shouldn't dismiss you so quickly. What happened? Did you run out of pills?
No, I didn't run out of pills. So, I'm switching from Zoloft to Wellbutrin.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge. And you might ask, but Brendan, your combo of Zoloft and Lamotrigine perfectly balanced you and made you an effective student, friend, romantic partner to your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Every aspect of your life was going smoothly. And yes, but unfortunately my dick didn't work.
Right.
And that just wasn't cutting it anymore.
I don't even know if all the other stuff was true.
Well, I saw some promising
I was really furrowing my brow during your description of yourself. But go on, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm switching to Wellbutrin. Pretty much, like, it's funny now, like, when you have because, like, you don't even go to the doctor anymore. You just Zoom with some lady who's in, like, a tiny office. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm on Zoloft. And at this point, my healthcare is so bad, it's just some lady who works for the state.
Right.
Just some lady in, like, a bare office. Right. It's like 3 people's office.
Right.
Someone else is out in the hall waiting to Zoom. And I'm just like, well, the Zoloft is working, but I want to try something else. And she's like, okay, what issues are you having? And I'm like, well, I am experiencing just a complete lack of sexual function.
Right.
And I need to get that. I need to get that, worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately, my girlfriend enjoys sex,
right,
and would like to have it sometimes.
Oh my god, dude, this is a classic. This is a Reddit dead bedrooms. Go on, I'm sorry. Go on. You're an LL, dude.
Yeah,
she's HL. You're LL.
Wait, what are they?
High libido, low libido. You're an LLM. She's an HLF.
Mm-hmm. See, for a little while, she was on birth control, which made her not want to fuck. So then I was like, well, now, perfect. Neither one of us wants to fuck, and on the rare occasion we do, we go raw.
Right.
Which is an ideal scenario for me.
It's perfect.
Now, did it cause her many medical issues? Yes.
What happened? What happened?
No, just like
The birth control.
oh yeah.
I thought that your cum did something to her. I thought your cum was so chemically irradiated from the pills that you were taking that it was just like
Oh,
runoff
yeah.
from a fucking farm. And
Yeah, her uterus fell out while she was jogging. It slipped out on the ground.
It's just yellow foam pouring out of it.
Yeah, it looked like someone broke their colostomy bag. No, but I don't think she'll mind me telling the story. But
It's a bonus episode, folks.
I mean, if we start looking at it like that, it's gonna get dicey for you and me.
I'm looking at it like that.
You and I are just praying like, would our girlfriends ever pay $5 to hear us do more podcasts?
Well, through trial and error, I figured out that my girlfriend does not have a premium subscription because she's only gotten mad at me for regular episodes.
So in your Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even. I literally, I threw a spicier of out there one because I was already in trouble. So there was one week when we were doing a bonus episode and I just let a little spicy detail fly. Got no flack from it. So I was like, okay, I think I'm good for now.
You gotta float out some test balloons.
Yeah. That's science, dude. That's what Ben Franklin would do.
You and I were out in the rainstorm flying a kite, but it's just our dicks. It's just our dicks in the air, and then our girlfriends, God, strikes them with lightning. Fuck.
God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, it was so she was texting me. She's like, this was that day that like we were recording the episode. We were hanging out with Matt, when we had him on. And then at the end, I was like, "Guys, I need to go." Like,
Right. Oh, it was that.
Yeah. It was just like something with the birth control. It made her blood pressure so low that I came over and she was like, not coherent at all.
Whoa.
She was like on the floor. She couldn't like stand. Nothing she was saying made any sense.
What was her pulse, dude?
I don't know.
What's her BPM?
Her
do you
pulse
know?
was fine, but she had like a bottle of Windex.
What?
And I'm like, babe, what is this for? And she's like, ammonia to wake me up. And I'm like, no, don't do this. I'm like, babe, you can't have inhalants.
Oh
I love
my
you.
God.
I love you. I'd give you anything, but you can't do inhalants.
She's trying to make poppers.
She's trying to make poppers
Yeah.
from like within a K-hole.
Right. Yeah.
Like she was in like such rough shape. Like I guess she was like she was talking to her mom before I got there.
Mhm.
And later when I like got her on her feet, confiscated the Windex,
Right.
made her soup.
Mhm.
She was just like I guess it like makes her get dehydrated really fast. So I just made her like ramen.
Right.
Cuz lots of water and salt, and she was fine in like an hour.
Mhm.
But it was like scary.
Sure.
Cuz like apparently she was talking to her mom on the phone. She's like, Brendan's gonna come help me. And she was in such bad shape that her mom was like, Marissa, you gotta get it together before he gets here or you're gonna scare him away. And Marissa's like, no, he loves me. And she's like, are you married? He could still leave.
That's
You
awesome.
need to get on your feet.
Her mom clearly doesn't know you that well yet at all.
But yeah, it was she was so wild. I was kind of like I mean, I guess she was in a room and her roommate didn't notice, but I was like, has she been like this all day?
With her roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I got there and I'm just like, because I had no idea what happened. I didn't know like that it was just dehydration. So I was like, all right, it appears that my girlfriend is no longer mentally sound.
Mm-hmm. That's a double-edged sword.
And she's threatening to huff Windex. So I guess, I mean, like some people that like Catholics don't believe in divorce. For some reason, I don't even believe in breaking up. Like if you know this, like
Yeah.
luckily this is a wonderful relationship. I'll never be anything like that again.
Sure.
But when I was in the most hellish relationship, I was like, well, I decided to date this person.
Yeah.
So I guess this is forever.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it's what they teach you in school. You've got to. It's very Jordan Peterson. Well, it's like, well, you've made your bed, haven't you? Now bloody sleep in it.
Yeah. I think it comes from like religion, where it's um like I've had such guilt in my life with like fucking. Like not like Catholic
Really?
not Catholic style where it's like, oh, I'm going to go to hell, God doesn't want me to have pleasure. But it's more like it's like if I fuck a girl, I feel like I owe her a relationship, even though realistically that's most likely not what she wants.
Not what they want at all.
Not what they want at all.
You think you're some catch? Just like
I'm looking at it like the 50s. I'm like, oh, I ruined her honor. Like, I know this is insane, but that's like what was in my head.
I actually understand this.
It's like, I fucked this girl, so I guess she's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, well, I don't know if I want that. And I'd be like, well, we'll see what God has in store for us.
Well, it's a complicated thing, dude, because you at the same time you're also like, I guess
you're afraid to like be a fuckboy.
You are afraid to be a fuckboy. Even, you know, I mean,
even though like women now, it's like, I mean, just look at their feeds.
Oh my goodness,
these women do not want husbands.
Yeah, well, what I was saying,
Steve Harvey would be aghast at what these women are posting. Every time I see a female comedian posting, I just imagine her on the Steve Harvey show, where Steve's just like, now this is why you don't have a man.
Yeah. What? Now let me get this straight. You got no car. Lord Jesus, come help this girl. You got no car, no job. She wants somebody to take care of her. Oh, Jesus, come help this girl.
But the girl is just like, no, it's fine. I have 5 guys who fuck me and 2 of them bring me coke. My life is perfect.
And he's like, oh my God.
He's just like, oh. He goes like, for some reason I add in like the way that I represent Steve Harvey looking at the audience is the Home Improvement.
Well,
I think
that's what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girl's like, actually, I have 5 guys who fuck me. 2 of them pay like my gas bill and my rent, and then the other 3 are constantly sending me gifts. Imagine Steve Harvey just like mouth agape, just like goes and sits behind the couch. He just sits behind the couch and starts drinking tea. Oh
God!
Back to the audience.
If Steve Harvey finds out about OnlyFans, it's gonna ruin him.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Well, the thing with being a fuckboy is, you see girls on Twitter who are just like, a guy hooked up with me and then like didn't, like, guys never want to stick around, and I'm worried about being one of those guys, right? I'm worried about being somebody that girls post about, but then I quickly realized
you don't want to. If you get posted,
I'm very worried.
Buddy, you're fucked.
I'm very worried about reading a post and realizing it's about me, But I also realize those posts will never be about me, because I am truly the guy that you fuck on a one-night stand and then resolve to never tell anybody that you fucked me. And it's actually worse if I try to tell people.
Yeah. In fact, you'll take legal action if you find out that. Yeah, because like when you we've gone over this before, when you have one night stands, it's a very Cinderella type situation.
It's a total Cinderella type situation. I'm having my little night, and it would be better for everybody if I just turned into a pumpkin next morning.
Nick, we're gonna need you to be a pumpkin,
right?
Some lawyer sits down with you. All right, Nick, you had your fun. We're gonna need you to fill out some forms.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to fully transition into pumpkinhood, which is, nothing drastic. You just have to hang out in a patch and never come within 100 feet of these women again.
We found you a nice patch.
We found you a patch you can lay down,
which is actually better than where you were living.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shelter at all is superior to your home.
Yeah, it truly is. Like, anytime the multiple one, I guess it's crazy how many times I've been there for various women's, like, what's the word I'm going to use? It's not that
rock bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say darkest moment. It's not that it's their darkest moment because of me, but incidentally, I am there because they're going through their darkest moment, and they're like, "He will do."
Yeah, they're just at a bar and they're like, well, I don't care if I'm alive or dead. So
Yeah.
let's see. Who looks how I feel?
Right. And I turn around just like, hello. Are we in love? Yeah, dude, every time.
Let me look at the spines of your books.
Oh my God, that memory's so bad. Aw. Woo!
Oh man.
That one's tough.
Yeah, I'm flashing back to some bad fuckboy moments from like there was a
But you can't be a fuckboy if they don't miss you. This is the conundrum. Anyway, go on.
yeah, I had that like 6-month period when I moved to Philly and I got slim
Mm-hmm.
and I got really confident and I started fucking
Mm-hmm.
and then I threw it away. I picked the wrong horse at the end of it.
Right.
It was the only time in my life where I had multiple horses to bet on.
Oh my God. And
then I bet on just a fucking mule.
I understand that. I've definitely been there.
Yeah.
And you wonder what you can't even figure out what mindset you were in when you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, it's so clear.
Yeah, you look back, like I look back, and this girl, she still shows up in my Venmo feed sometimes.
Gotta
'cause
delete.
I don't know how to do it. I deleted her number from my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
You can block her.
I
Can't you?
guess maybe, but I don't understand. It's like, how do I get Venmo to refresh? Because they just show me if I ever had their phone number, they're in my feed.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just like I look at this girl, it's just this beautiful girl with like huge tits.
Mm-hmm.
She was like a film student.
Mm-hmm. my God, you're
actually
speaking-
roll back the tape. I don't want this on. I don't want to give.
Oh, you're speaking my language either way.
And when I say I mean until I met Bay.
Sure.
But I would just see her and I'd be like, what if I'd picked her instead?
Right? Things could have been totally different. Dude, sliding doors moments. I talk about this all the time. Yeah. I mean, yes, I'm right there with you. There are so many women in my Venmo feed where at
Yeah.
various points, when paying somebody for a slice of pizza, I will just get a flash of what my life could have been 5 years ago.
It is like it's become so normal. All of us have that situation. But imagine like if you were pitching an app to someone, they're like, well, what's the app? And it's like, okay, so it's called Venmo, and it allows you, everyone you've ever gone on a first date with, you can see a peek into their finances.
Right. You can see how many other dates they're going on.
Yeah.
You can see how many men are paying them money every week. Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't think people would want that at all.
And they're like, I don't know. People
I
love
don't know. You know how to boil a frog?
I mean, the reality is when you're experiencing any sort of emotional melancholy or heartbreak, all social media is just the ex-girlfriend machine. It's all that it is.
It very much is.
It's just the who's getting married machine, what are your ex-girlfriends doing, and how can all of these apps concurrently make you feel like you're turning to stone? That's really the function of social media at your
That
lowest
is funny
points.
that they haunt you from app to app like
Yes.
a ghost.
Yeah. There's nowhere that you can go.
You're like, all right, I guess I can go on Vimeo. I don't think she'll find me there.
No, that's why you got to join Parler. That's why you have to get on conservative Twitter.
I remember it. This was a dark moment. This was actually early LA where I was like, not early LA, like 6 months into LA where I was really starting to lose it.
Yeah.
I downloaded like the conservative dating app
Oh my
because I was like,
God.
I'm not conservative, but these girls aren't gonna get mad at me for what I think is funny.
Yeah, like conservative chicks will probably go. I don't know. I don't know actually. If
I mean, the
if
problem
they
is
go
that-
out with liberals,
The problem then is that they'll be like racist. Like if they
right?
if
It's a huge
if they're specifically on like a
conservative.
conservative dating site, it's either because they're like wait till marriage or because they're just like evil.
Right. Which doesn't play as well on the second date. I gotta admit, it's kind of fun on the first date. You go just get drinks with a racist chick for one night out of your whole life. That actually sounds.
That does sound funny.
It sounds pretty funny, but it's the reality.
You get to try out some opinions.
Yes. Yeah,
you just put on your John Deere cap and go to the bar.
Going on a date with a racist girl really is just an opinions lab. It's a lab for opinions. It's where you can you can see what you can come up with.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm just glad that my girlfriend lets me be racist. So we get like
yeah, look, you need it. We need to bring racism back into the mainstream so that racists don't have to go into these dark alt-right corners of the internet.
Right. You can if you can just be racist to your girlfriend in a controlled environment.
Yeah, if we just let young boys be racist, they wouldn't get into politics. The problem is that if you want to be racist, you also have to
you've got to support
you also have to love Trump.
Right, you have to love Trump.
Yeah. You have to know who Charlie Kirk is.
Right, yeah. Well that's what I'm saying is if you now to justify racism, you have to come up with some sort of economic plan that supports your racist thesis and start speaking at fucking universities. Yeah. It's man, just go into a chat room.
Yeah. Look, just let people be racist so that they don't start getting their news from Joe Rogan.
Yes, so true. I mean, right? I'm here. All right, I was that kid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm joking, but replace being racist with just making offensive jokes.
Yeah,
and I do genuinely believe that.
I think that's true. I honestly, Bay's doing a good job of just because I guess the best possible scenario is happening where I'll just say provocative things and she's not. I'm discouraged because she doesn't react anymore, and I'm like, oh well, this is not even fun. There's no point to this.
Yeah.
So good for her. I guess she's really putting in the work.
It is funny when you realize that you've just become a dumb sitcom husband. Where you're just going off on something that you're really excited to talk about, and she's like, okay, do you have any more conspiracies you want to talk about? No? Okay. All right, let's have dinner then.
Yeah. Damn,
do you feel better? I feel better.
Damn, dude, emotional labor is real.
That's the goal. Is you want a woman who loves you very much and will listen to you, but ultimately puts no stock in anything you say or believe.
Absolutely not. Yeah,
because if they did, they wouldn't love you so much.
Right. You're absolutely right. God bless you for entertaining my theories to a point where we can both,
so that I don't say them to anyone else.
Right. Yeah. So
where it could get dicey.
Right. Exactly.
I want to share my darkest opinions with the person who loves me the most and who absolutely does not absorb even 1% of it.
Right.
And it just ricochets off into the ether.
Right. Well, that's it's
so that I don't go online.
When you see girls on Twitter who are it's like that meme of the e-girl and her podcast or boyfriend or whatever. Maybe Mara Wilson said something about it, but it's how why are these beautiful sweetie pies dating these horrible scumbags with ridiculous opinions? And it's no, that's exactly how it's supposed to work.
Yeah,
it's very Christ-like.
That is a strong relationship.
That's a strong relationship. It's very Christ-like in many ways. She's taking his sin on, and she's taking on all that sin. And we need we need those bays in the world, dude.
Damn, we just found out we figured out a Catholic counterpoint to the
100%
emotional labor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still bad. I'm pretty sure we're still demanding.
No, it's definitely it's definitely way more offensive. But it's I love when we hit on an offensive take that it's when you Google something and get no results.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I think this is the first time, and maybe for very good reason, but I think this is the first time that thought has been birthed into the world. I mean, that's true. Look, that really is the burden of Bay, is to suffer on the cross of bad takes.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Damn, this is a bonus episode. Maybe we'll leak this one.
No.
all right, I'm just saying.
No, if something's good, and you have to pay to listen to it. We got to start thinking of that as good. Because I keep thinking, like, from years and years and years of doing stand-up comedy, I've been conditioned to think that what I do and I'm very good at is worth no money, and that if people give me money for it, I've tricked them.
That's a bonus, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to unlearn that and be like, no, you should. This is worth money.
I agree. No, I agree. You're right. Sometimes you want people to hear this kind of stuff.
Sometimes you do. So
this is. I mean, look, this is just the tricky part of being one of the, an observed individual.
Yeah,
as we are.
Mm-hmm. Look, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the third biggest podcast on the Hard Times Podcast Network.
It's really true.
People ask, how do you get through the day with the world on your shoulders?
I say, it's a lot of it's a lot of constantly refreshing the podcast numbers and eating treats in bed.
Oh, we love to eat treats in bed.
Dude, I had such a scumbag moment the other day. So there's a debacle going on in the house right now, where like one of our roommates lives near the kitchen, and I guess he has a very stressful job. I don't know what his job is. I assumed he was like an online poker player. Because something bad will happen at work, and all day throughout the house, he's going, fuck my fucking shit ass cock, god damn it! He literally is doing shit like that, like every 30 minutes because of something work related. So I assumed that he was like, I assumed that his income, I assumed that he was living on the edge, basically, making his money. But apparently he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm sorry about the way I've been, guys. This will all be a lot easier once I can go back into the office. And I'm like, what is that office like? What is possibly happening inside of a building? So he doesn't want us.
What kind of job with that much stress makes you have to live in that house?
I am afraid to ask. I don't even know how to begin to breach the subject.
Let me float a theory.
Yeah, let's hear.
He owes the mob money. Yeah, just loan sharks are gonna kill him if he doesn't pay off.
If he doesn't pay off, I like.
This is his parasite.
Yes.
Your whole house is the basement.
Holy fuck. I mean, that makes more sense than anything I've been able to wrap my head, because I don't know, number one, what he's doing and what's causing that reaction. But long story short, he was upset because his room is right outside the kitchen, and he's been upset that people are opening the fridge. That it's been a huge transgression against him. He flipped out. He sent us like 19 texts about motherfuckers opening the fridge too loud while he's working. So I don't eat. I've not been eating in the kitchen anymore because there's like a dining room table out there, and I'm just like, I'm going to stay away from that whole area. But I was really hungry, so I ordered steamed clams on Uber Eats. So the other night, we're talking about eating in bed.
A nice filling meal.
God,
I want some clams.
Yeah, dude. Isaac was like, what did you eat? I was like, I got steamed clams. He's like, you got steamed clams? I'm like, I got a pound of them. He's like, you got a pound of steamed clams on a Sunday night at 9:30? And I was like, but I can't.
No, it's Chalmers.
yeah, it's literally what he said. So, but I can't eat. I can't. The clams are kind of noisy. They're certainly
the clacking of the shells.
The clacking of the shells is certainly as much of a transgression as the soft opening of a fridge door.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, I can't eat these out there. So
like an orchestra of castanets.
Yes. So I found myself at 9:50 at night talking to Bay on the phone eating steamed clams in bed, like Marilyn Monroe or something, just with my blanket around my lap.
Yeah.
Rita is trying to suck the clams out of their shells. I'm getting
Yeah, that is total like what you order when you're having an affair in the 60s.
Yeah.
When you've left the office to fuck.
Hey, do you want to get some steamed clams in the hotel room? Just... This affair is going so well, I thought we might like to get very sick. Yeah, dude, I'm just like... And I'm literally like... I'm spilling fucking garlic butter sauce and sea grit in my bed. And I was just like, something needs to change. Something about my life needs to change soon.
I understand that though. We're like your life and your surroundings are so bad that you're like, maybe if I eat expensive food, I'll feel like a human being.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was that. I really don't know. It was like I was in a fugue state.
Where the hell did you get steamed clams delivered?
The name of the place is W Kitchen, which, not great. And you can get steamed clams, steamed shrimp, and a cob of corn delivered to you. And it took like an hour and 15 minutes for them to get there. Which, I should mention, these clams, although steamed, were ice cold. It was not pleasant. And then
yeah, and you can't be microwaving clams.
Yeah, so I ordered a pound of clams and I ate like 7 of them. No, you can't microwave clams. You're exactly right, because I put most of the clams in a plastic bag. The sauce is just spilling down the side.
Yeah.
And our fridge is jam packed with shit, so I just like threw them in there. And I tried to have them again this morning. No. I threw them out immediately. Because you can't microwave clams, exactly as you said.
Do the shells crack?
I think I was supposed to pour water in them. I don't know. They just I took them out of the microwave, and I trust my senses. My sense of smell being one of the biggest senses that I trust, because it doesn't work very well. But when it does, and it's letting me know that something is wrong, I really listen to it. So I threw the clams out. It was a really bad.
How? Do you mind if I ask how much you spent on these clams?
Oh my god, very, very. I was about to tell you, horrible use of $30. Horrible use of all said and done $30.
Yeah, but you got that hospital money. You're living high on the hog.
I'm honestly living so high on the hog. I'm thinking about not going home for Christmas.
It's all snout, baby.
Yeah, and I've just been, I don't know if I'm going to say that on mic, but I'm still getting unemployment, so that's great.
That's good.
Through some manner or other, I've figured out a way to continue getting unemployment. So,
well, that's the trick, is that I think if you get paid on a prepaid debit card, it shouldn't count as money.
That's actually, and I really don't know what I should say on mic, but I have a lot of evidence that would point to that being true. I have a lot of evidence.
I must know.
Well, when I was, you do get to, well, it might be different because these are technically, these wages are $10.99. They're a lump sum. So I get like all the shit that I have to do to file taxes at the end of the year. So I think I might be able to get away with not reporting it, because it's not like I'm on. I know you have to report anything you make, but I also know a lot of people that aren't doing that. And I also know that like the California UI.
It's probably, it's not, I don't think, can the state know about it if like payroll taxes aren't being taken out?
Well, it's tied to your social security number, but who even? I don't even know how connected all that shit is. You know what I mean?
I have no idea.
Well, because
nothing about money makes any fucking sense.
Which is weird, because so anyway, my point is, when I was donating plasma, that's also technically supposed to be taxed, as is the money that you make when you do extra work. Even though when you're an audience member, they pay you in cash. I was told it still had to be taxed. But at the end of the year, even though I had made however many thousands of dollars donating plasma on a prepaid card, and I had made audience money, I didn't get tax information from either the plasma place or the audience work company. The only tax information that I got was from ParXL. And Well, no, yeah, because I only started working at the escape room after hospital jail went away. So I'm like, is that literally just untaxed income? How does that work?
I don't know.
Because I literally didn't get the information. I don't know if I was supposed to keep track of it, but that's crazy if that's the case.
We gotta hope that you don't. We almost gotta hope that you don't make it big, or that like the podcast doesn't make it big. Because like, I mean, we don't know how to set this up. So like, are they just gonna audit both of us?
No, I'm sure they'll audit me. I'm sure they'll just audit me. I mean, they might audit you too. You're being a little naughty.
They'll audit you, and they'll find out that sometimes I pay you from my from a PayPal with my social on it.
Right.
From one of my 2 PayPals with my social.
Right. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about multiple money accounts connected to my social, I mean, buddy, there's a digital paper trail. I have so many.
Yeah, like how Ghislaine Maxwell has like 5 passports. That's us with Venmo.
Yeah, it's us with Venmo and PayPal.
Someone actually, a listener. Thank you very much to the person who did this. They just, I guess, looked up my personal Venmo and sent me $5.
Guy did it to me too.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I wonder.
I sent him the files.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, I hope Nick got his share because I know you have like several dead Venmos.
I did. He found me. Yeah,
Okay,
he found me. I think he found me because my current Venmo is the Coward Hour picture.
Okay.
So I think that's how I figured. No, we talked.
Good.
He doesn't. He
I was
pulled
hoping he wasn't just paying off your overdraft fees by accident.
No, but I have some relatives that are doing that every time they send me money for the holidays. So like literally every Christmas, bit by bit. and I know that's what's gonna happen, and I let them do it.
Yeah,
and I don't correct them because it needs to be taken care of. Let's face it.
Yeah. So in 8 years, you're gonna be back on top.
No, but that guy was great. He doesn't have social media. He followed a U. He pulled a U and like got off social media.
Oh, okay.
So we were chatting, we were using the social media function of Venmo. And I was like, yo, do you want the bonus episodes up to last week? And he was like, sure. And I was like, all right, here you go, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing pretty fast and loose, but that's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I should just, we talked about it beforehand, but we should just mention that like the coil situation is changing. We're trying to make it as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
So there may be some more changes coming. We're going to try to get everything.
I also
as
just
good as
realized we'll have to do that again because this is the bonus episode. So we'll have to do that again for the regular episode on
Yeah,
Thursday.
I mean, this is just for people who already sub.
Right.
And then we'll pitch it again.
That'll be great.
Mm-hmm. People love a peek behind the curtain.
People actually love a peek behind the curtain. I was saying that in the Discord today. I mean, you can't. You don't want to give them too much of a peek because then you have problems like this guy on Zoom for the New Yorker. But some guy jacked off on Zoom. Did you see that? Like a New Yorker.
No.
Was it? It was the New York. I think it was the New Yorker. Yeah, they were having some meeting, and like apparently immediately, like it would have to be immediately when the meeting was over because people were still in the Zoom call. Like he thought the call was over and just immediately started jacking off.
Like he didn't turn off his mic?
No, he didn't know. He didn't know that he was still on camera or whatever. But it's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I have this. Not because I'm going to jack off during class, but because, like, I'm sitting here, I'm playing guitar, I'm gaming.
That's way worse.
Yeah.
So much worse if somebody caught you playing guitar.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to hear me play guitar.
Well,
I got that guitar because I like in my life, I like having a creative outlet that nobody gets to share.
Right.
I have no aspirations about it.
Yeah. It's very pure, dude.
It's only for me.
It's
like a monk I am in many ways.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I could see you. You're sort of monk-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it to you. I don't know why I tried to take it from you. I'll give it to you. You're welcome. I really quick about I like had a little flashback today because I started regressing into watching like debates on YouTube, and through that I wound up on this. It's kind of an innocuous video. I guess Jordan Peterson left his Google Hangout on. Like he wasn't doing it, but he just like had his Google Hangout on and left it on while him and his wife were like cussing about some news article that was about him. but it's just him like scrolling YouTube. and the video's not that funny until you realize that he's hanging out in his own house scrolling YouTube in a full 3-piece suit. It's just dressed up like a mysterious vampire. Just it's and the funniest part is behind him he has a closet of identical suits.
Yeah, I mean he's no less crazy than the kid who wears a suit in his car and eats fast food.
Oh, that kid's much less crazy than Jordan. That kid is a pure soul. That kid is much happier than Jordan Peterson. But yeah, man, it was making me it made me really nostalgic for the early days of the podcast.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that the episodes aren't freely available now of us standing Jordan Peterson.
Look, it was a confusing time.
It was a confusing time.
It was a very, but yeah, I somehow went down a rabbit hole of like watching debates on YouTube.
Like not presidential debates. You're talking like Zizek debates.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of Zizek debates. I was watching Zizek. I was watching Zizek on.
Oh, by the way, were I a hack, his wedding photo would be a great e-girl GF and podcaster BF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen his wedding photo?
No, she hot?
Yeah, she's like 19.
Oh, dude.
Like just beautiful.
Zizek
and
rules.
he's fucking like fat and 60.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hell yeah.
Honestly, he
salute.
I know it's very late to stand him, but he does rule. I mean, I was watching a video of him on Charlie Rose from 2011 talking about Occupy Wall Street. I watched the whole thing. I was like, well, there's literally no information that I could have gleaned that's relevant to this point in time at all. Like watching Slavoj Zizek talk with Charlie Rose about Occupy Wall Street, it was a complete waste of time.
This is what I like. Like Occupy Wall Street, I would say a success as far as getting like. I mean, I was young, but I had never thought about like wealth inequality until then. But it was funny the contrast of like me following it, like news articles, being like, wow, this is so important. And then when I met people who had been there, like fucking crust punks.
Yeah.
And just like heroin addicts, like, yeah, I fucked this chick in the ass in the tent.
Yeah. Well, that's like what Zizek even says about it. He's like, yeah, I'm like sympathetic to it, but these people are in love with themselves. He's like, that's really what it's about. And I'm like, anyway, I guess it was actually kind of relevant. There's a lot of relevance.
Yeah, it's a lot of, I mean, voluntary. There were a lot of voluntarily homeless people talking about wages.
Right. Yes, exactly. Voluntarily homeless. What does that mean, Brendan? That sounds like
that's like the crust punk, you know?
Oh, yeah. That sounded like some conservative talking points.
No, I'm talking like hot girl who's homeless.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's one of my favorite kinds of people.
They're hot.
Oh, you need a place to stay?
Yeah.
I have such a place.
Like a blonde girl with dreads.
Yeah.
Flying a sign. You're like,
I'm gonna
sweetie, I don't know if you need to do that.
I'm going to pull the car over. Yeah, I would see a girl like that in DC, like a stunningly beautiful girl. When I would, I guess this was like in 2013.
The girl that I fucked exactly once,
Mm-hmm.
and then like fantasized about for 2 years afterwards.
Oh my God.
She was that.
Homeless by choice.
I mean, she wasn't homeless, but she was like always like going on the road. And,
Right.
Like,
Oh, little Jack Kerouac kind of girl.
Yeah,
They all think they're Jack Kerouac.
A girl with like armpit hair, and she's wearing like a black denim vest.
Oh, this is Brendan's dream. This is
old Brendan's dream.
Brendan's dream.
Now I want just like a nice Christian wife.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good, dutiful wife. we love a woman who understands her duties.
Now the husbandly duties in the nighttime, that I could take or leave.
Right. That you're not so huge on.
I mean, it's coming back though. It is nice to have a sex drive. Oh, I was gonna say the reason that I thought my dick was back is because yesterday I was taking my daily nap, and I'm laying there and I sleep nude.
Me too.
Yeah, and I'm laying there and like I've been getting morning wood again. and like random boners.
Oh, that's huge.
I hadn't gotten morning wood in so long. But I'm getting morning wood again. And I was like trying to nap, and I was just like, I couldn't fall asleep, and I was like, my thoughts were drifting, and I got hard. And I was like, I kind of want to jerk off. And I just jerked off. No porn. No nothing.
My jaw's on the floor.
I jerked off all straight from the dome. And I came in like a minute and a half.
That's a powerful move, dude. That's powerful.
Yeah. I mean, I was at the point where like it's like I had to have like 3 different subreddits of porn in a rotation.
Oh my God.
Just pounding away, like punishing my dick.
You're just the architect from The Matrix. Just like, just nothing but GIFs all over the screens.
Just GIFs of like increasingly specific weird shit.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, I think I just read.
Like with porn, it was like at the point where it's like if crack had stopped working.
Yeah.
And it's like, are we back to square one? Am I gonna be able to just like fuck?
Well, think about it, man. You're off alcohol. You're off caffeine. You're doing a total. You're doing like a neuro cleanse, basically.
Yeah. Everything but eating well.
Right. Yes. And you could get that.
And if anything, I've been like, you know what? I can have a chocolate bar because I don't drink coffee anymore.
Right. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I'm even losing like just a tiny bit of weight.
That could be true.
But that's just the Wellbutrin, I think, because
Right.
it's like it had been so long since like you ever like you forget to eat.
No.
Okay. Well, me neither for 5 years. But like sometimes I'll go to like 3 p.m. I'll be like, oh, I forgot to eat lunch.
Oh, this could be Brendan. This Wellbutrin could be huge for you. This
It
might
could.
be the missing piece.
Yeah. Then I just need to get my knee fixed, and we're all good.
Yeah, we're all good.
We're all good.
Yeah, Daniel's been. I've been working out with Daniel-san.
Mhm.
He's been teaching me how to box, which feels
That's
great.
sick.
Yeah, it's awesome. I would like to get in a fight.
Oh, we'll get you in a fight. Don't worry.
I have full faith in myself.
We
to
start
be able to
doing
get in a
live
fight.
shows again. We'll get you in a fight.
Yes, dude. Yeah, we need to do. The minute we can do live shows again, we need to book the Ruby. I will do a stint in hospital jail just for us to do a week-long residency at the Ruby.
Just get jacked.
Yeah. That would be awesome. That'd be
funny if
awesome.
we said something like offensive, like specifically about trans people in MMA, and then some like trans man kicks the shit out of us.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I want. I guess. I don't really know. I guess I have to say that I want that because the alternative is no good. There's only one way that hypothetical can end.
Yeah, you're right. Because I started with the other way of riffing it, and
Right.
then I reversed course halfway
Right.
through.
You did the math. You did quick math midway through the equation.
That or it's just like jacked dude in a skirt and makeup.
My favorite kind of jack, dude. We're like
Just a non-binary Hulk.
we need one of those guys in MMA. We need one we need a dude in MMA who's not trans. He's just like a classic transvestite. Like he's like, no, he's like an Eddie Izzard type, right? Where he's like, I'm a guy, but I'm gonna wear a glittery dress in the octagon. Like that's I think everybody would be okay with that.
There should be like you know how wrestling there's like villains and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be funny like because I assume wrestling fans are like pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I guess this is just like heightening Bruno, but it's like if like one of the villains is just like a trans woman, they're like boo, and she always wins.
I think that was
They're
China.
just like gnashing their teeth.
I think that was that wrestler China though.
Maybe.
If I remember, she had
Was that a lady on steroids?
yeah, but she had like her clit was like a penis.
Damn.
I mean, she wasn't trans, but whatever cocktail of chemicals she took to make her like that gave her a droopy clit, like a really long clit. Then she did porn one night in China. You know, I didn't watch it at all. I mean,
if there was a hot version of that, like a normal hot girl with like a long droopy clit,
yeah.
would you suck it?
Look,
Would you suck the clit like a dick, Nick?
There are times when I see a big clit and I'm like, that seems. I mean, look, you know exactly where it is. No problems, right? Guys hate that when they can't find it. I bet it's. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to fooling around with a big clit. I'll say it. I think this is a brave stance. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to fool around with a big clit if I were a single man. If I were still a single drugging kind of man, I think I would like that. But unfortunately, I've closed that chapter of my life. Oh, I would love to do drugs with a girl who had a big old clit. that really seemed that's how I should have spent my early 20s.
Yeah. Just snorting MDMA and watching it like a grandfather clock.
Yeah. That is really that's going to be something that I freak out about in my 50s that I didn't do that.
If your wife ever dies, that's what your life is going to be.
Yeah.
Just immediately.
Get a T-Bird. Buy an old T-Bird.
Dude, I
go cruising for big clits. Big clits and puffy labias.
Dude, we got to make like boardwalk t-shirts.
Yeah.
Instead of no fat chicks, it's no small clits.
No small, big clits only.
Big clits only. It's big clits only, and then it's like the big dog. Big dog rules.
Big dog is. How do they get away with it? Because I mean, do they actually get the rights to? Because is it not copyright infringement? Because it's literally every big dog shirt is like, okay, it's Goku, but he's a black and white dog. It's literally Goku.
I guess it's parody. I guess how they get away with it.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. What is Big Dog? Where the fuck did that? I know. I saw so many kids fucking wear them.
It was like a dad brand, right?
Right.
Of like cool t-shirts for dads.
Yeah, but the whole thing is like it's a parody of specific brands, but it's not funny. It's just the Big Dog as those brands.
Just the Big Dog as Spider-Man. Honestly, it rules, and I would love to sell some on the Hard Times store of Coward Hour Big Dogs.
Oh, do you try to get like double parody law?
Yeah,
we do like Big Dog. Yeah, yes.
Yeah. I loved so
us as big dogs.
One time I was going down like a rabbit hole of Big Dog shirts. And I was trying to find the stupidest ones. And on their website it's very funny. Cuz like they have like products about history, fraudulent 9/11 t-shirt.
What?
And I'm like, well, what is this?
What?
They have a whole page on their website dedicated to explaining that they never sold and did not authorize this shirt someone made. Where it's just the Big Dog, and it's like, hey, brother, America deserved 9/11. With a Big Dog. And I guess it was such a problem that they had to like put it prominently on their website.
Could you imagine all the dads just fist shaking his tear? How could the Big Dog do this to me?
He just crushes the Coors Light.
Yeah, how I trusted you, Big Dog.
There are three things I love in this world. My family, my guns, my country. There's four things. And big dogs.
Did you know it's true, there were no big dogs in the tower that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they were all, there was some whistle that only they could hear and they all left or something like that. I don't know, that's just what I heard.
Dude, it rules when because that's something I've only seen twice, where like a business has been sullied so badly that they have to like have it prominent enough on their website that people who haven't heard about it have to like are brought up to speed.
It's the first thing the most people click. Probably.
Like
Fraudulent
yeah.
9/11 t-shirt is so funny.
and they had to include a picture of it.
Of course.
We do not sell this shirt.
I would
sick.
email them every day asking when the 9/11 shirt is going to be back in stock.
That would be funny if we farmed out to like a server airplane hangar in India,
Oh my god.
and we just make them all write emails requesting it to the point where they're like, I guess there's a demand.
They would have to be crazy not to sell it. Like we need to make it their most profitable shirt so that their hands are truly tied.
But yeah, the other one was so Bay and I were going home for Christmas, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to show you all like the cool things about like Lancaster, like Central PA. And I was like, ooh, I got to take you to the Shady Maple Smorgasbord, which is
What? The what?
the Shady Maple Smorgasbord.
Oh.
And it's this like Amish run buffet. It's like a big breakfast buffet, like insanely huge, like way too many dishes. Like you can't even eat it all in one go. And you go, you eat all this fucking starchy like PA Dutch food, and then you walk it off. You go down below, to the gift shop, which ironically, not ironically, but like funnily enough, I think sells Big Dog shirts. Like it's all that. It's the fucking. It's like the Ernest version of like the 3 Wolf Moon shirt.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like all that shit. It's fucking Calvin peeing.
Right.
It's like so much fucking folksy.
Calvin peeing on like Simple Machines. Calvin peeing on like a cotton gin.
Yeah, on like the Chevy logo.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, it's just redneck bullshit in like the bottom. But it's like the same square footage as the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And it rules. It rules. My high school, there was a tradition. There was like senior skip day, and everyone would just go to Shady Maple. I, of course, was a coward and did not go.
You didn't do senior skip day?
No.
You went to school on senior skip day?
I know.
Brendan, that sucks. What did you even do in those classes?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I remember getting fucking drunk on senior skip day.
Hey, I'm making up for it now.
Yeah.
I've had coming up on 6 months of senior skip day. But anyway, on their website, they have like menu, hours, location, rumors. I'm like, rumors? Because I was just trying to check if they were open during COVID.
Right.
And of course.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. So I click on the rumors page, and they're like, we don't know where this rumor came from, but we just want everyone to know that soldiers are allowed to eat here. Word had gotten around so much that just soldiers were like just flat out barred from entering.
They have a reverse Applebee's deal. If you come with proof of your military service, we will take your food away from you. If you come dressed in your uniform, our waiters will punch you in the face.
Yeah. Here at Shady Maple Smorgasbord, we always believe that Vietnam just ended. I think it's because like Amish people are pacifists. I think that's it. But like, that is pretty funny. Like nobody fucking, like even living there amongst them, like nobody knows like what Amish people believe or like what they do. Like I've talked shit on them for like abusing animals and women and stuff for years. And I thought about it recently, I was like, I have no evidence of this.
Well, other than the fact that they're a secretive society who deliberately keep,
I mean, they have a lot of puppy mills, but I mean, what's a puppy mill really?
I mean, it's not great.
It's not great, but I mean, look.
What do they do with
my family got a great dog.
Okay, so that's why you justify. I understand. She's from the Amish? That's what my uncle calls them. He calls them the Amish. they were when we were up at the cottage. They've got to get like we had a day overlap with my grandfather's brother there. And there's all this like special like siding on the cottage that's there from like the 40s or whatever. It's like half cut logs. And the only way to replace it is they were talking with somebody like, oh yeah, because you can't get it anywhere. And my uncle was like, and I talked to this guy and he said, well, you know who will make that for you is the Amish. And he says, so just call up the Amish. He goes, call up the Amish? How do you get a hold of these people? And I'm laughing a little bit. It's like kind of a humorous thing he said. He goes, that's like telling me, I might as well try to call up the Muslims. And I was like... I was like, what? It stopped on such a dime. I was like, oh, we're laughing. My uncle's being funny.
And then just a baffling,
baffling take.
A baffling take where you want to like trace it back.
You're like, Muslim people have phones. Matter of fact, they use them to detonate. But anyway, that's beside the point. All right.
All right,
that's the episode.
I think so.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G's. See a lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio, showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already, I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady, now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo, heavy petting on a Friday night. That's talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh, that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me, I suck until I go ooh-wee and spray my white pee-pee. I got that ski.